Hey guys, it's Will here coming at you with a special video here, trying out some new stuff, so sorry for any background noise or that bump I just did on the camera, but we're doing something special. I just started, I'm playing D&D again and forever as a player, and I've made a character that they don't really make miniatures for. If you've seen my last video about my printer, this is going to be something relying with that. This site we're about to show you is a great one. It's very well known, so you can skip this video if you really want to. It's not going to be a big one, but it's kind of in the journey. We're going to make a character. Then I'm going to print at the end of this video. I'm going to show you what it looks like after it's been printed, though it might be a different model because I have one saved, so we're just going to quickly go through this. But without further ado, here is Heroe Forge. Starting at the top here, this is what you're going to see when you first start. I'll show a random human here, male or female, or any in between. But the first thing here, what you got to do is you're going to choose your species, which is right here. It's already pre-selected. What you're going to do, you can make your horse, so you can make mounts and stuff. And when you click it, there you go, loads up. Comes pre-based. Bam, bam. You can do humans, elves, and everything and in between. And they keep just adding more and more races to this. So we're going to go here. I think we're going to start with that. We now can go here. We have our head options here. So you can change the face. So you can go, boop. Make it some sort of abomination. For Dragonborn cow. And you have your ears, hair. You can do different styles. And it will render it basically to whatever you want. Let's go. Where is it? Go punk. We'll go that way. Then you got, of course, your beards, eyebrows, eyes. You can give it a go here, unchain it, so you can do that. Robo cow, teeth, and of course your horns. Yeah, there's different stuff. You can be a robo cow. Or be a robo cow, or you can be animal-like, Froge-like, humanoid. Robo-realistic. Then the big one. This is the one where it's going to be mostly the most problematic for you, I find, is that it's going to take you're going to be doing a lot of design option here. This is where design block comes, in my opinion. So here we have your clothes, so you just boom. They have a search bar so you can type keywords in, like, cowboy or what have you. So you got like that sort of thing. And again, as you can see here, it's auto filling the models. It's not 100%, but you can kind of see where it's making the model there. Here as it like cuts off the hair. Here's back. Again, it kind of cuts in, but so as you see here, when we turn it off, normally your character would just go, blank mini. There's no fine details, but to be safer with YouTube, I just slap some clothes on quickly. So when you start from the top here, you have our hats that we can do. So you got everything from like Star Wars to, generic stuff to your stereotypical wizard stuff. We're going to be a cowboy, baby. There you go. Our hat has horn holes, of course. And then we can go here. You have like your masks, stuff for your eyes if you wanted glasses, mouth guards, rebreather if you want like a cigar. We'll make it a cigar. There we got your shoulders. Oh, excuse me. Here you got your shoulders. You're gonna, pauldrons and stuff, add to whatever you want. Chest, so here's where you have your shirts. So you have like your tops here, sweaters, Gaston shirt. And then you have your over, which is like your jackets and stuff. Since we're making a cowboy baby. And we can go here. You got yourself a neck, so you can do like pendant, collar, scarf, bow. There's a bandana around here somewhere. Bandana, there you go. Look at that. We're becoming more of a cowboy each day. We got gloves. But I think we're going to leave the hands open here so we can have some... and it'll kind of roll back the sleeves so you can see stuff. So we're going to do some cool sort of thing like that. And with our legs, we got a bunch of pants here. Some of them might not be usable due to your species and stuff. That's the one restriction I think I kind of want to see them lift, is have wrappings or boots made for feet, because a lot of characters who play these sort of animalistic creatures would have shoes on them just to be extra protected. Here we go. Now this is the other long part of this, where we get to equip our model with things. So we have, as you can see here, a bunch of different stuff. But we're going to go here because we're being a cowboy baby. Want to be a cowboy baby. We're going to go here. As you can see, it scales to the model. So we have our revolver, and we go to our sides here, and we're going to put holster there. And then on our other side, we're going to go, you can do basically whatever you want here. Let's go here, let's go a pouch. There you go. We have a bag, but as you can see, we have pouches on here already, so we don't really need it on the side. As long as the holsters are visible. There you go. And then we have our back, which we can be cape. Again, hair, you'd have to change your hair up. Shoulder capes. Backpacks. Backpack might not be too bad for this hair. Then items on your back, you can, sits on your bag there, but that's a jetpack, so we don't want anything on there. Of course, you got rings that you can wear over your fingers, and piercings for your ears and your noses and stuff. Boop. And poses. This is where you get your stuff. But there's also superhero landing. Howdy, partner. There you go. And then hands. We'll just turn that off. There you go. And then we have, so we had our poses. So going to our poses, we have advance. And this is where you can change all little details about where things are going to be. This is going to be later for when you when we get into our last thing. Of course, your face, you can make it look as you want, so you can give it like a sort of smug face, which we're going to because it looks like we're in the punching sort of position. But yeah, and then of course your so you can also change your stuff here. So like say if a item doesn't fit quite well on your model, you can bend it around here to make it fit the model. Because there's some things like capes and stuff where it might not fit at all. Like it's going to look really weird. So you basically just do your best as you can to make it fit. Bam. There you go. So I'm going to probably do that to my model that I made saved, because now I've just learned that's a thing. But yeah, so here we are. We have our model posed. I still want to find that thing. Maybe not on this one. Maybe I can on this one. But there is a feature somewhere on here that will be in here depending on your species. I think if you're a normal size, you'll have it. But you can actually change the proportions of your characters. So you can make them thicker, thinner, taller, wider, larger head, large feet, small feet, all that stuff. And that will lead you into this. And it'll let you be able to move the model around on the base. So with all of this done, we can say this model is completed. You can now have some options, and this is where it deviates depending on what you're into or what you have. So you can also add things on here, like if we want a barrel, we'll just add a barrel. But or a campfire. So that we can go into here now. This is the coolest part I've seen from this website, and kind of like if you like this sort of thing, if you think this sort of model design is cool, there is a game out there called Moonbreakers. You don't get to pose the models yourself or make them, which I hope in the future they let us make our own custom miniatures. Is even with just some of the parts of the other models, or they took this, bought or shared this from my Hero Forge. Anyways, if you like this, they do have a miniature painting system that's really, really good. It's a lot of fun. It's a miniature skirmish game, but for the PC, soon to be console and tablet. I highly, highly recommend checking it out if you're a miniatures player. But anyways, getting distracted. This is the better one I've seen for quick D&D mini building. As you can see here, if you're going to be 3D printing this, you can completely skip this step. I like doing this just to kind of see details or things kind of show and blend. But as you can do here, we have our fur color. They have some preset ones depending on what sort of, as you can see, it's even been edge highlighted and stuff too and washed. It's great. Then we go to the theme, which is everything else. As you can see here, we're being a desperado, a styling one. Or you can be that or that, all these different colors. And with a pro subscription, I believe there's a lot of cool things you can do with your colors. But anyways, that's going to be our cow there. Excuse me. So this is let's talk about the eyes. So as you can see now, since we have the color in, this is going to be more for when you're, getting this thing pre-painted. So we have the character looking, and then you can have the eye be down or up. There you go. Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay, never mind. Anywho, so at this point, we are basically done. And you can add, if you want to be spotted, you can do that. Have cuts and stuff, markings. The gun can have different stuff on it, patterns on the jacket. Finally, after this long video, this is your final make of the model. So we have our cow lady here, Robo Cow Lady. Doesn't look too bad actually. And again, more stuff here if you're a pro member. Then lastly, the big thing that you're gonna get here is, here we are. So as this being a large scale model, as you can see here, adds so $29, $30 for generic plastic, as you can see here. So this just kind of shows you the quality of it, shows you blah 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 blah. Then we have their more detailed plastic. This is the one that a lot of people buy instead. This is like their fancy resin D&D plastic. As you can see, a lot more crisper. And I'd highly recommend if you're getting your model. But the plastic is just as fine. Here's another one. This is the one where it costs a lot. This is what they were selling originally to people. As you can kind of see, if you can catch it, how as hue has shifted, how it's more contrast. It's because they're kind of showing you what it's going to look like as it comes out as a model, as best as they can. And at least on my screen, it does look like mini. It looks like a plastic mini I would see. And from everything I've seen, it's really, really well done. Like, they're made really nice. So with everything we've done with this model, we can probably remove the bonfire, stuff like that, you know, get rid of the camouflage. It's going to be about $60 because it's a larger model. Again, $10. We also have your 2D standee, which kind of breaks the game here. But it's basically this, but in like this, but in 2D. Then we have the one for the pimps out there. It's going to be $199. So $200 for this in bronze. It is solid metal. Try painting that. That's like if your character dies or someone you love. Anyways, and then we have the ones that I'm going to be doing, which is the STL. This is for those who have a 3D printer. You can get this by the end of the day. And yeah, I could print this out if I wanted to. And then we have the 3D digital. This is basically for your tabletop simulator, VR chat, stuff like that. So that's basically Heroe Forge for you guys. I hope this has been kind of somewhat helpful to see what it looks like. With that, I'm going to go purchase my model here that I have saved, and we're going to go print it off. And when I get it printed, we'll be back at the end of this video and I'll show you what it looks like. We're going to get it primed and cut off the thing there so you guys can see it.
Hey guys, it's Will here coming back to you at the end of this video. Here is the models now printed from Heroe Forge. Though I will say I did have some issues with their test model, especially, you know, just doing my own supports and stuff. And I think I don't know what it is. I think I didn't clean the tray properly or something, or the supports were out of whack. She was in a weird position, but as you can see here, as I focus this, as you can kind of see there, the hand and book didn't mold properly. The base I just chopped up to fit in there. But besides that, look at that face detail. Everything else came out perfect. And then for my personal made character here, we had the only issue I had with it was, again, I moved the tray because I thought the other model broke off, and I tried to pour the resin out. Went horrible. So if you guys have any tips or suggestions for how to do supports on these models, or how to clean the vat, like the plastic on the vat, because mine's kind of foggy, that'd be greatly appreciated. I know I'm going to buy some more next month just as backup. But this is the model, first attempt, custom supports painted. As you can see, there's some green on the elbow there. That's because when I printed this, again, same sort of idea, I lifted the tray up like I was just saying there. So I had to green stuff in an elbow, But besides that, I did have an issue. The other issue was this cape. It's supposed to be long like that front one, but I'm just going to say she has a short half one because it got ripped. But I believe I have fixed it. I just let Leechy build the supports for me. Made her slightly bigger, a couple of millimeters bigger. She is all supposed to be taller anyways. But besides that, she came out exactly like how I had her in the app, the website. And you can even see, you can kind of see it on the back there, all that little detail, like little gun in the holster, her toolkit, her like her bandana scarf thing that she wears as a shawl or the thingy over her head when she's walking through the wilderness, potions, pants, detail, everything. And I do have in the future here coming soon, hopefully in the next 4 weeks, I'll do a video on it when it comes in. I have a model version of this I also bought through their website. They do offer printing. So that's her by herself. This is the test model beside her. This is a larger scale model I have printed. And as you can see, great detail on that also. And then here's a Warlord model beside them. So that is the models right there. With that, I hope you guys enjoy this video and us looking at Heroe Forge. And hopefully soon in the future here, I'll have that video of the model that they made. Maybe in the future I'll reprint her just to see if I fixed it. But for now, I'm okay with it. And again, if you guys have tips and suggestions how to clean that bat tray out to make it so it's not foggy, please let me know in the comments below. And we'll see you guys in the next video.